All right. Oops. Hi, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining me today for a live summer slim down training. My name is Sarah Can, and I am a personal trainer and certified nutritionist, and I'm passionate about empowering women to get strong and lead happy and healthy lives. So what I wanted to share with you guys today are my top tips to start working on your summer body now. Now is the time, ladies, to start getting ready for that. So feel free to use the chat feature that you'll see at the bottom of the screen if you have questions, so that I can answer kind of, as they come up through the training. So I just want to dive in. Don't want to take up a whole lot of your time today. We should wrap up in about 20 minutes. And that way, if you have questions, you can feel free to answer. Or I can answer. Uh-oh, it says my internet connection is unstable. Yikes. Okay, so let's dive in. When you think, or when I ask you about summer bodies, what do you think of? Like, what comes to mind? Bikinis, swimsuits, abs, maybe even some dieting. Yeah, and so are you ready for any of them or none of them? Right. Yeah. So here are some of the challenges that I hear from a lot of my clients over the last month. I want to wear a swimsuit with confidence this summer. I have a girls' trip or a beach vacation, and I'm ready. I want my abs back. Another one is I'm ready to lose these last 5 pounds to feel good in my summer clothes again. And so these are all super easy things to take care of, but they can be frustrating in terms of getting there. And so, it's frustrating trying to get in shape for the summer, and I don't want you to stress over it, because I want to share with you today my top tips for getting there in minimal time. So let's start with maximizing your workout time, okay? So if you are working out 4 to 5 times per week at 45-minute sessions, those can be game changers for reaching your summer body goals. But you need to start working out smarter and sometimes harder. If you can only get in 3 sessions at 45 minutes, great. 30 minutes, whatever. But we need to maximize that time that you are either on the gym floor or working out at home. So one of the ways is to develop a weekly HIIT training routine. So when I say HIIT training, I'm talking about high intensity interval training. Cardio is an important component to shedding body fat quickly. And so when we are implementing HIIT training, you don't have to do more than twice a week. So when I'm not talking about long, steady state cardio sessions. Start with 2 days a week of HIIT training, high intensity interval training. Those workouts should only be about 15 to 20 minutes at the longest. And so during those HIIT sessions, if you can go longer than 15 to 20 minutes, you're not pushing yourself hard enough in those workouts. You need to be completely gassed at the end of your training session, that there's no possible way that you can get in another round. And so you can do it a couple of ways with HIIT training. You can do sprints either on a treadmill or outside, elliptical intervals, Stairmaster intervals, even functional compound movement intervals. So you'll want to do it in a round style where you'll have a good warm up, 5-10 minutes, start your workout. You would do anywhere between 20 to 30 seconds of work, up to a minute of work, and then take a full 1 to 2 minute rest recovery. My personal favorite are bike sprints. So I'll warm up for about 5 minutes on the bike at an easy level. And then I will turn the resistance up to anywhere between a 13 to a 16, depending on like what type of stationary bike I'm on. And so I will sprint as fast as I can, pushing my legs for 20 seconds at a high resistance. And then I take the resistance back down to an easy pace and recover for 2 minutes. And I repeat that probably about anywhere between 4 to 6 rounds, depending on like how much time I have. And so when you are working during those intense sessions, you need to be pushing yourself. Like I said, if you can go longer than 20 minutes in a HIIT session, you didn't work hard enough in that working time. HIIT style training will blast your metabolism and help you burn body fat even after your workout is done, which is, what we're after, right? So the next way to work out smarter and harder is to create an active rest routine when you're strength training. So if you're resistance training, whether at home or in the gym, another method for blasting fat is to incorporate active rest periods. So when I say active rest, here's an example. On your leg day, if you have planned 4 sets of 10 reps of, say, back squats, for example, you would complete your first set. And then while resting for your next set, you would complete 30 seconds to 1 minute of kettlebell swings. I prefer to use a kettlebell that's a lighter weight, so like 15 to 20 pounds. And so you would do kettlebell swings for 30 seconds to 1 minute. You would rest 30 seconds and then go immediately back into your lifting portion. So you would start your back squats again and then repeat the kettlebell swings until you've completed 4 sets of each one. For a full workout, you'd implement other methods to keep your heart rate up between sets. So box jumps, step ups, mountain climbers, etc. All things like that, even jumping rope, can be easy to work in, especially if you're in a gym environment and you can't really move around a whole lot because of space or there's a lot of gym traffic. And so when I create custom workout plans for my clients, I take into consideration what muscle groups they're working on certain days. And then this way their active rest moves complement the main strength training. So like I said, with, back squats, working in kettlebell swings or jump squats. So that way we're still firing those fast twitch muscles in between sets. So we've got working out smarter, developing a HIIT training routine and creating an active rest routine when you're strength training. So next, we're going to look at nutrition. I want to focus on nutrition for getting you ready to reach those summer goals. So I want to talk about a few ways to really help blast your belly fat and get those abs showing just in time for your trip or your vacation or just sitting by the pool. So you want to first eat foods that prevent blood sugar spikes. Examples of this category of flat belly foods, salmon, avocado, olive oil, almonds. These foods don't, literally burn belly fat, but they contain protein, fat, and fiber that are slowly digested and absorbed, so they're less likely to cause those sharp increases in blood sugar, and those foods can even slow down the digestion and absorption of carbs from other foods when they're eaten with them. So that's why you'll see oftentimes, on nutrition or like clean eating plans that they'll always recommend that you have a protein source with each meal and a little bit of fat to help absorb. So that way the fats are easily easily absorbed. The idea here is that when your blood sugar zooms up, as it does when we eat sweets or refined carbs, it can set into motion a hormonal cascade that promotes the storage of abdominal fat, which is a major bummer. The idea is that by avoiding blood sugar spikes, we can also prevent belly fat. Okay, so that's the first way. So eat foods that prevent blood sugar spikes. The second way is you're going to look at eating foods that increase your metabolism. So examples of this category are green teas, spicy foods, cayenne peppers, peppers in general, vinegar, apple cider vinegar is like a big thing right now, and also foods that are high in protein. So eggs, meat, fish, those all can boost your metabolism and cause your body to burn through those fat reserves, including the fat around your middle. Always a good thing, right? So foods that are high in protein and fats, again, take your body longer to digest. And so therefore, we're burning calories simply by digesting. So protein also acts as a thermogenic in our bodies and gives a natural metabolism boost that provides weight loss. And I just enjoy eating a high protein diet just because it simply keeps me fuller for longer periods of time. So something to think about, especially if you are eating at a caloric deficit, is to maybe increase your protein intake so that you can feel satiated a little bit longer than you would normally just on just on carbohydrates alone. So the third way is we are going to track what we eat, either daily or even just a few times per week. By logging your food intake, you can discover what foods are your triggers. And so when I say triggers, for some people it's dairy, others it's wheat. And so by using a food diary app such as MyFitnessPal or MyMacros Plus, any of those are great. You can, and also including progress photos and measurements, you can discover what foods are causing you bloating or digestive issues so that you can eliminate them. By seeing them on your food diary or within photos, you'll notice that like, hey, I look super bloated in my progress photos. What did I eat maybe the day before? Oh, I had yogurt the day before. You can start to kind of backtrack and figure out what foods triggered that bloating or that stomach issue. For a lot of people, it's meal replacement bars. I love Quest bars. Love them, but they can really kind of mess you up. And so you know what I mean by mess you up. And won't go into detail on that. But yeah, so you want to figure out kind of what your trigger foods are so that you can work to eliminate them or minimize them in your diet, and see if maybe it's those things that are causing you to hold on to those fat stores in your stomach and midsection. And I'm not saying that you need to weigh and measure everything for the rest of your life. No, don't do that. But just doing it every now and then for a few days in a row can help you realize where you need to make nutritional changes, whether it's increasing protein or increasing carbs even. That can be really beneficial to keep track of and know where you're at just, on a regular basis. Long term, you want to get back to a point of intuitive eating, but sometimes we have to rein it in, get a good grasp of what we're eating daily, and then make changes from there. So, quick recap. So we have 5 ways total that we are going to start working on our summer body today. If you have not worked out today. If you have worked out today, then tomorrow. But so the first way is develop a weekly HIIT training routine. So twice a week, 15 to 20 minutes, really push yourself in those working sessions, recover, repeat. You should be really, really tired at the end of your workout and not be able to do another round. You'll create an active rest routine when you're strength training. So keeping your heart rate up between strength moves is a great way to boost your metabolism and burn that fat faster. For nutrition, we're going to eat foods that prevent blood sugar spikes. So foods that are high in fiber, good healthy fats like avocado and almonds, protein sources. And then we're going to eat foods that increase our metabolism. So again, high protein, peppers, spicy food, which I love. And then the third way is we're going to start tracking what we eat, even if it's just a few times a week or daily, however you want to do it, to determine what your trigger foods are. Figure out what foods exactly are causing the bloating or maybe digestive issues that are stalling your weight loss efforts. It is so important to look at all of these factors when developing a summer workout routine, summer workout and nutrition routine. And I create fully customized plans to help my clients reach their goal body, and not just for the summer, for, forever, for our lifetime. We want to create, sorry, I lost my train of thought. We want to create methods that are, that we'll be able to do for the rest of our lives. Sorry, I'm looking at the questions. If doing an ab routine, how long and how many times per week do you recommend? So Leah, oh, this is so embarrassing, but I actually, as far as abs go, I prefer ab work to be done in a functional way. So I hate doing abs. So I prefer to do them in a functional way. So kettlebell swings will work your core. I do enjoy working in planks and also wall balls, like anything that forces you to engage your core upon movement, I am a fan of. But as far as isolated ab exercise, yes, I encourage you to do them anywhere between 2 to 3 times per week. And so I actually just started back doing them on a regular basis yesterday, and I'm paying for it today. But really effective isolated ab exercises, hanging leg raises. Did you see that lightning? Hanging leg raises if you have access to a bar that you can hang from. Mountain climbers are a great one, V-ups. And so even just doing 10 to 15 minutes of ab work, round style, you can incorporate them also on your HIIT training or your active rest. That's really good too. Sorry. Train of thought is going everywhere. But yeah, so doing them during your active rest, so that way you don't have to stop and do abs at the end of your workout, is a good way to get your ab work in without necessarily having to do them all at once at the end, because we tend to skip them. So yeah, so I just wanted to share with you guys my 5 top summer slim down tips, ways that you can work out effectively and fast in your when you're on the gym floor or working out at home, and ways that you can change up and boost your metabolism by the foods that you eat and tracking what you eat. I would love to create a tailored plan for you and tailored workout plan and nutrition for you to get started now, so that way you can get the look that you're after in just 4 to 6 weeks. I would love to talk with you more about my training programs, and if you have questions, feel free to email me, sarah@sarahcantraining.com, and we can set up a time to talk through the program and kind of like what your goals are, I would love to hear them. And so, yeah, so if you'd like more info on the program, I would definitely love to talk with you about it. I will be sending out the link for the replay. So if you have questions, we can talk through there. And yeah, oh, and also like just showing you what kind of results that my VIP clients are seeing. They are seeing amazing results and getting just some awesome feedback on the programs. I love seeing how their booties grow, but their waist gets smaller. That's always a good thing. We're always going after that. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining me today. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will talk soon. Bye.